Look, at Carl's Jr., we think that if you're hungry and you have $5, you deserve a satisfying meal. Like one of our new $5 All-Star meals, loaded with American classics like a charbroiled double cheeseburger, hot dog, fries, drink, even a warm cookie. But hey, if that's not your thing, you can always break out your degree in menu engineering, piece something together from the other guy's value menu. Or just swing by Carl's Jr. and get yourself a real meal. The $5 All-Star meals. There's no better way to spend $5. Price of participation may vary. Prices higher in Alaska and Hawaii. Tax not included.
Special edition show. I am Tracie Mahan, and I am your host. And tonight we have a pet communicator, so we're really excited about that. I have a lot of you guys already over in the chat room, so I would like to tell you how to get to the chat room in case you are listening and not familiar with how to get to the chat. It is over on Facebook, and it's called Heart and Soul Radio Chat. It is a private group just because we like to keep those things private. You know, we're a little woo-woo sometimes, and maybe we don't want friends and family to see that. Who knows? So I just make it a private group. Come on over, ask to join the group. We'll get you in there, and you'll see the banner with the guest face on it, which I'm going to announce in a moment. And then you just post your questions or comments underneath that banner, and we all chat there. And if you're listening in the archives, you can still go over to Heart and Soul Radio Chat on Facebook, and you'll find the banner, and you can follow along with the chat during the show. So that's another fun thing that can happen. We do have a blog talk chat, and I will do my best. I admit every week that I'm not the best at getting over to the blog talk chat because that's a lot of chat rooms and conversations to have at the same time. But I'll do my best to get over there if you are in the blog talk chat room. And we will have callers tonight. We will be taking callers and doing readings. That number is 323-642-1397. And I'll say it one more time, and then I'll announce it again a little bit later in the show. We will probably open calls up about 30 minutes into the show. So 323-642-1397 if you'd like to get on the call queue. Press the number 1 if you have a question. That puts a question mark by your phone number, lets me know. Okay, so here we go. We are going to learn about intuition and animal communication with Bonnie Whiting today. She is willing. She will be reading people and answering questions for you. Bonnie is a professional intuitive investigator and animal communicator trainer, working for the police and others. Bonnie offers intuitive consultations for helping with medical, psychological problems, as well as crime solving, future prediction, and bringing through departed loved ones and pets. Bonnie also is the CEO and founder of the Alternative Pet Rescue, which we're going to talk more about because I want to hook you guys up with how to help Bonnie with her pet rescue. Saving animals from death row shelters in the USA. That's what she does. Bonnie works with schools, teaching children Tai Chi and self-awareness. Adult intuitive enhancement also available. For more information, we'll have you Google Bonnie. I'm going to put actually her website on both chat rooms, and I will put her phone number on both chat rooms. And at the end of the show, I'll have Bonnie also give you her number and contact information as well, so that if you guys are not in either of the chat rooms, you can still find her and get a hold of her. Bonnie, come on aboard. Let's start chatting.
Well, thank you so much for having us on, is what I say, just because it benefits the dogs for me. Yeah. And reading, I was just telling you before the show, reading pays for my animal rescue habit. So, and solving crimes and helping people just, with departed loved ones and all that. And that was a great intro. Thank you, by the way.
Thank you. And yeah, I'm so intrigued by all of this stuff that you're doing that it's kind of like where to start. So what I'd like to do is ask you to just kind of give us the, I always call it the elevator version of how did you get started in this kind of work?
Actually, it was about 18 years ago, and I was just not really even interested in the subject of intuition, but it always had police around me and knew there was intuition to be used in police work. And then my uncle, well, he's not related, but an adoptive uncle, crossed over, and I started to hear them and started knowing things and developed, like through doing Tai Chi and taking supplements, I've learned to, I say, hook up to the wireless internet of the all-knowing.
Yeah.
It's infinite knowledge. Quantum entanglement is what it is. It's this hooking up to where the information is. And it's been going on forever. So hit me with questions, whatever you want to know.
Talk it to me, right? So,
yes,
we're talking about, good one, talk it to me. The title of the show is Learning About Intuition and Animal Communication. I do want to hear a little bit about the detective, working with the police and solving cases. And, I mean, your story goes on and on. So I know we have a short show. So we will we'll get as much as we can in. Which one would be easier to talk about first? Because I think it would be an interesting topic to talk a little bit about your work with the police. What is it that they have you do?
I can do elevator version, because when you're tapping into infinite knowledge, whoever and whatever you're reading is the flavor of a day, and I'm just a medium, I'm an interpreter. My job is just to interpret things and give people what they need to know, and everybody works and does different things. So it's always interesting, and actually animals are harder to read because they're more softer to hear, I would say. They don't want to come to you if they don't want to come to you.
Mm-hmm.
If you can understand that. Where if you're electrically wired up in quantum entanglement, which is Einstein's theory of what reading and intuition is about, then it makes me able to receive their sound of light and sound of music that matters. So everything is readable. It will come in and you can read it. I might be looking at a rock, but it's coming through the sound waves.
Okay, you're looking that's crazy.
I'm
that's
just giving
awesome.
An example. People would say it's the rock, and I go, well, it's all surrounding you. Energy is all surrounding. Physics is all surrounding the world. I always say, as the earth spins.
Yeah.
There's physics. So, and then intuition is physics. When you go to work for the police department, you have to be provable, just like a detective. So it's science. And this science happens to be called quantum entanglement. By the way, look it up. Whenever, that's why I love Google and, the internet now. Interested in something? Look it up.
We live in such an information age, don't we? It's all at our fingertips and easy to...
Yes.
You just have to decipher what's real and what's not, because there's a lot of sites out there that aren't necessarily...
Well, what you do is, but if you did 10 different resources on one subject stemming from different areas besides Wikipedia, say, that's why Facebook has a lot of sites on interesting subjects, and there's information all over the place. But I get my information not for the internet. I get it from the information highway, let's say. Like I just explained. It's energy. Yeah, and then, everybody has their talents. I just happened to to be the medium. And I'm pretty good because I'm just a neutral to begin with. I'm going to speak up for animals as well as somebody losing their grandma to horrible hospice care, whatever. I never know what the day is going to be. I just have to be in a neutral, so I'm open to say whatever comes through. So when I read everybody, even a show, I just start out reading, so then I know I'm hooked up with actual facts. And then it's my facts where I go, I've heard that before, and it makes me feel confident. Like when I say something medical or psychological or cop-light or animal, it makes me feel confident that I'm hooked up, and then we can begin the reading.
Yeah.
So I always dial in before I tell people, what's your question? I want to read you, lay it all out, and then I'll go, what's your question? And then what's interesting, what you were thinking about, and what you had on your list of questions for me is what I brought up. And then we put them in the right order is what, it's always amazing is what I find, but it's infinite knowledge.
Yeah.
That's why people tape record it.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a good idea to record them because if you're like me, it's not your information. So by the next day, somebody could be going, "What did you say about this?" I'll be, I don't know.
Well, readings have in-depth information because it's information coming to you faster than the way we talk here. It's the speed of light and the speed of sound, and ultimate information. So it's things that we don't even know to ask. Things we didn't know to bring up, things we need to know is the best. What we need to know is what I usually say my readings are.
Yeah. And how long have you been doing this?
I've been actually dog training, dog rescue since I've been doing that for 40 years. Working in shelters, working at vets, pulling dogs out of no-kill, well, I should say kill shelters. Funny, I said no-kill.
Well, you're keeping them from that. So that's
shelters.
you. You're the no-kill. Yeah.
Well, there's 10,000 dogs a day, just in dogs being put to sleep. And there are no wild dogs at the animal shelter. So it's humans that are making the dogs go to the animal shelter. And in Northern Europe, there are no animal shelters. That's just, Google it. We'll say that a lot. Google that. Yeah, because they know about spay and neuter, and a dog is and animals are the part of the family as well.
They are. Yeah. Yeah, my family all gathered around for the show tonight, my fur family. I got a picture of them. There was.
I know. I hear your bird. Is it a? Yeah. You have a cockatiel back there. Is it a cockatiel?
Yeah. And you guys, I have to tell you that when I had chatted with Bonnie, oh gosh, it's been a couple of weeks now, but I sent her a couple pictures of my dogs, not my birds, my dogs. And she's like, "Oh, and then birds. The dogs don't like those birds." Like, I totally understand.
Then, Well, and how did I know it was a cockatiel just by its whistle is what we need to go back to. See, that's my job is to make sure we point things out and we know what reading is, because that's what you do in police work. And even a regular reading. You don't want to hear things you just, I'm not here to pump up your ego or my ego. So it's a cockatiel, yes?
Yes.
Lots of white on it, yes. And
one of them,
is that normal that people hear? And I'm terrified of birds. Let's just point that out. That's why that's coming up. So what's the odds somebody's going to hear a bird that doesn't even like birds or ever really been, I'm not the bird girl.
The dog
no,
dude. Yeah, you don't like the birds either.
Do cockatiels all sound this different than other birds? How would I know that's not a parakeet or something? I'm not a bird expert. We need to bring in a bird expert. All birds, cockatiels are distinctive. I don't know. Because why I say that is I could have found out you had birds and looked at pictures or whatever, gone through your pictures, saw your bird, and then I go, that's a cockatiel whistle.
Yeah, and I'm going to guarantee you didn't do that because I don't know that I've ever posted pictures of the birds because they're my son's birds.
Very nice. That's why
so I'm going to guarantee
we grill people. Yes. Yes, thank you and I call that, I just need a validation. Wasn't I saying when I go to read, I just need a validation that I'm on the right track. And then it's always funny because birds terrify me, but birds talk in the wild and they hang out in packs. So birds are expert at communication, and they also live a long time. True?
Yes, they do. Yeah.
Yeah.
The parakeets, not so much because of all the, what did they say, the inbreeding on the parakeets. They're like an average of 5 years, but the cockatiels will live many years. And Nancy is in the chat room saying, yes, cockatiels have distinctive whistles. So more confirmation.
Nancy. Yes, thank you. I said, bring in the bird. And that's what we'll do during the show. Okay?
Nancy also
says she loves you. Expert.
So I'm just going to throw that in there too. I forget you're not in the chat room, so I'll try to relay the comments that are going on. And
hit
you in the love.
Just, hit me again. It's all combined. If I can read a cop case, it's much harder to read a bird and know a cockatiel, because a medium, I can't be terrified of birds. I have to be a neutral medium. That's why I do Tai Chi. It makes me neutral and not care. I just care about the message. I'm focused on if it's right. And it's always humorous. Yeah. No matter what.
Yeah, I got to clear up a question here in the chat.
Yeah, go ahead.
Karina's asking if you were going to be able to see the pictures in the chat room. And I'm going to tell you she's not going to be in the chat room looking at the pictures, but she doesn't need to see the pictures. But leave them there if you can, and then later after the show, if Bonnie would like to go see the animals after she's read them, then she'll still have the pictures there. And so that would be a nice bonus for that. Yeah. So
okay, so
hopefully that cleared that up for some of you that are listening and had posted pictures. It's still good because the rest of us get to see the picture, and Bonnie can go look at the pictures after the show. Yeah, perfect. So it's good.
Okay, and then what did we discuss before the show? You said, do I need to see the pictures? And I go, everybody asked me that, and it will come up. True?
Mm-hmm. It sure did.
Yeah, that was future. That's precognitive to know the future.
Yeah.
If we're keeping, there's ways to be intuitive. So futuristically, we didn't really talk about much. And I go, you're going to just ask questions, and I can guarantee it will be asked what I've been asked for the last 15 years. See? And then why not? It's an interesting subject. We don't discuss it here in America enough. We don't have enough.
I don't think so either. You're right. Yeah. We need to normalize it a little more.
How about people go on to Netflix and look up psychic detectives, because that's where the real psychics are. It's like 12 episodes of real psychics being in court and solving cases. How about that?
Oh, I can
Google it. It's on Netflix, Psychic Detectives, for people that are interested. Some people are interested in intuition. Other people just want a reading.
I do intuitive work, as you know, and I still love watching those kind of shows just to see how other people bring in the information and how that works. Now, the other thing, though, is also to remember that there's editing in those shows. So I've also had people that come in and want me to be with the Long Island medium, and they sit down with me and I read different than she does. And then I had this one guy go, well, that was disappointing. I said, that's because you wanted me to be somebody else. I'm not that person.
Well, have you watched the show I was just talking about, Netflix Psychic Detectives?
No, I have not. I wrote it down.
Well,
so that I can check that out.
But it's where the real gig is. That is, and then that's for people that want to know. And then Long Island Medium is good for people that are just waking up or new to the subject, and they just want to know their people are okay. But she's doing readings of people that need to know their people are departed. I'm doing people looking for guidance on their own right. How about that? And infinite knowledge and knowing things, and all of that combined. So there's purpose for everything. Even John Edward is a hot shot too, I think. But when you get to psychic detectives, it's real police work. It's not cut, edited. It's mind-blowing.
See, that would be, to me, that's that's the stuff to watch. The stuff that's not edited.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't watch anything. I don't read books either.
Well, let's move on. Now, if somebody was interested in tuning into their own pet, do you have advice for people that would like to be more in tune with that?
Into their own pet, like I said, harder to read. When you're emotionally attached, like I said, like me, I'm terrified of birds. That was lucky I even got that in, and my friends are laughing now on the bird thing. So first you have to be able to read yourself and get your own guidance, and then have validation that what you thought, it's true, and you run it to your friend going, I thought this and that was going to happen, and it does, period. It has to be logically, scientifically validated. It can't be vague, because vague is just schizophrenic type of thing. I don't know what to call it. We don't have vague time for dogs rescuing, police work, and people that need to hear from their grandmas, so to speak. And like I said, everybody has their forte. I can't play guitar, but I wish I could.
You know what I wish? I wish I was a fantastic artist, because some of the things I see in my mind's eye, I just wish I could draw it.
Oh, that is my dream. Funny you say that. My friends are laughing now, because artists are loose, and I'm the opposite of loose. People, it's funny because my kids will say I'm a hippie, but in actuality, I'm the straightest person I know. I kick back a root beer, do supplements, Tai Chi. When I'm in Oregon and Washington, I do things that enhance things just like a medicine person. So there's different ways. I wish I could be an art thing. It's actually one of my goals is to be artistic.
Well, we can do anything we want to. Yeah.
Well, some of us are prone to be. I'll up you on that on the poker game here. No, people should know what they're good at and go forward, even if they don't like it. So I think we all, and then in America, we don't go to the medicine man or the seer, or in India and know the great knowing, even in Fiji, China, Orientals. More cultures know. If you tap in, the movie Milan is great. If you tap into your elders up above, it's elders, not my grandma living, it's elders up above. They give you wise knowledge. So why not use that instead of a TV or even Google? And then it narrows the field. That's what I'm for. I come in and I go, aren't you an artist? And they go, and all their friends go, yes. And of course, artists have the artiste syndrome, where they go, nothing's good enough. And their friends go, they're the best ever.
Yeah.
And an artist takes a muse. A muse and an artist is actually full of intuition. They're just using it for art, same as musicians. It's called a muse, right? To use a muse. I'm to the elders, which is a muse. That's an American word. It's a muse, and it makes you amused and amusing.
You know, you talking about that reminds me of a time where I was in a group chat, and we were trying to figure out a solution to a problem that had arose for an event we were going to do, and racking our brains and going back and forth and comment after comment. And I was like, I just need to break free from this. I went and sat in my little meditation chair, and within 1 minute I had the answer, and I came back and said, here we go. How about this? So it really is true. We need to break free from those digital worlds that we live in and connect.
Well, and here's another thing, Sam. I'm glad you bring these things up, because it's questions people bring up. People, when I say Tai Chi, has nothing to do with sitting in a chair. I've never sat in a chair and meditated. So I don't know about that, because Tai Chi is moving your whole body. Meditation is just one. Brain is very small. Your whole body gets in rhythm and timing. That's why the Orientals and their cultures, and Kundalini is good, and Qigong is good, and Tai Chi. But Tai Chi is key. And then I want to rhyme in the name of Jet Li. Jet Li is a Tai Chi master. Well, rhyming is what comes through to begin with. So you get rhymes and you're kind of clairaudient. You hear things sometimes. True or false?
Rhyme it out. Rhyme it out. Okay.
Do you get things in your ear? Do you
I
hear
feel like
things?
Dr. Seuss sometimes, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like things
That's the
things
rhyming.
start coming
That's
in and I
clairaudient.
yeah. It's like, all right, here we go. I feel like Dr. Seuss. But yeah.
How about I name some of the ways to be intuitive so people know, because what we know in America is just clairvoyant, to see. Clairaudient is to hear what we're talking about. It comes in a rhyme. So when I start rhyming, it does sound like Dr. Seuss to begin with, or it's choppy. But if you don't do Tai Chi in the martial arts, it's not going to happen because you're not in a neutral. Because Tai Chi hooks up. It's physics. Easy. Okay, telekinesis to move objects. Precognitive, like we said, we talked about things before the show came true. Clairaudience is like to feel things, same as empathetic. People know that word. Olfactory is to smell things. Magnetic is tangible, to be around you, talk about it, and it's there. Astral travel is actually remote viewing most of the time, but then it's actually you're getting thrown pictures. It's not that you're remote view. Then there's manifestations where you're talking about something and voila, there it is. And there's many extensions of that. There's different forms. So when somebody says they saw something and then somebody else says they didn't, they're just not clairaudient. So there's, I always say 7 ways to Sunday to be intuitive. So if you learn what the skills are, then you will know you're not weird. It's how it comes in. Because in America, all we know is empathy and clairvoyant. If we knew there was clairaudient hearing and it comes in a rhyme, it's a start. If we knew don't sit in a chair and to do Tai Chi, we could start getting hooked up like Mulan did in the movie. How about that?
Yeah. How about that?
Well, that's just, I say this to help people. You know, people are interested, like I said.
Here's the big question: is everybody?
Well, get your own answers is what I try to teach.
Yeah.
Right? You could use me for a day. That's why people say they're going to sleep on my doorstep for me to give them the answers. And I go, I'm saying,
you already have
do
the
Tai
answer.
Chi and supplements. Get your own. No, it's in the infinite knowledge. You don't have the answer. It's not within you. It's on the, remember? It's in the universe. How's the world spin? It's physics, quantum entanglement. Like Mulan. The elders pass you the infinite knowledge. I know, white girl. Ha. Ha, ha. I'm sorry, I had to make a joke.
Back to
other
the question.
Other cultures know about that. That's why I say simply, because I'm really like a 3rd grade level on intelligence in real life. That's why my friends laugh. But I do know my dogs, and I do know reading at this point. Been doing it 18 years, saying questions. And I teach it at college, at a college course, and on in every reading. If you can get the information, why not be able to get it? It's like I hook you up to internet and then I take the internet away? No. And then I say it's simple. I keep saying, no, I'm just doing Tai Chi like Jet Li. He's good to watch. There's girls doing Tai Chi. I post it always on my Facebook. And then my friends know, Nancy, you want to chime in? That I go, I will say Tai Chi 100 times. Any of my friends there that want to ding the bell? I'm the Tai Chi witch bitch, actually. And then I go, I'm sorry if kids were listening. See, so Bird says yes.
Casey's in the chat room
Yes.
asking if clairaudient can come in a rhyme, what about in a song?
Yes, that's why musician. It's algorithms. Do we know what algorithm is? Where, like computers do big programs, so it's a rhythm to it. Ask Tesla. Isn't it funny?
Nancy.
Tesla always said, yeah. Yes, what Nancy said.
Nancy says, yes, she does, in capital letters and exclamation point.
Yes.
Tai Chi.
And capital letters like yelling at somebody.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nancy. Thanks for the backup. I do, because why would I give one person information and not and another person not? It's like Willy Wonka and the Golden Key. Why would I hide the key? And then other cultures, there's less people knowing about it. I mean, there's more people here that don't know about it than the rest of the world's pretty on to it. That's why we've been using psychics since beginning of wartime. Actually, Churchill loved using psychics. So did Hitler love. They were called the Frails. He used them constantly and went and searched for, so you know that subject, don't you?
I do.
You've read the Celestine Prophecies?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
we'll see
in
how
fact,
I
there
knew,
is a
and I've
movie
never
made
read
of
it.
that. There's a movie made on that from 1980-something. Celestine
I've never
Prophecies,
read that
guys,
book.
you can go find it. Go find it on the internet. You can just sit back and watch a movie on it. It's good.
Well, but as my friend should know, remember I said I don't read books, but I did know you read the Celestine Prophecies, and what's the odds of that? Not everybody has. But it does tie into, why read the book? See, I said, I'm third grade level, and why waste time? I'm lazy. I want to be with the dogs. And it's information highway. In America, we think books, and then how many books can you read? And that's using your other brain. It's not using your intuition. Remember, intuition is your calm, relax. That's why I love being what I call interrogated, because questions need to come out. You don't learn until the question comes up, and then you didn't know. And then, look, the person wanted to know about clairaudient. Let's go with olfactory people. Anybody smell things that aren't there? Because that's a big one, too. And that's a way some people use psychic olfactory to know if people have cancer, seizure, medical problems, and they'll get in certain smells. And then you just ask your friend, couple friends, don't use a friend that's going to lie to you, and you go, do you have cancer in your left side of your head? And they'll go, how did you know? And you go, because I always get a smell of lavender. How about that? That's one for the olfactory people. That's one of my, I don't do well at all. I don't do olfactory smell. And I wish I did, because it can be very helpful. But what the thing is to be all flavors at one time. You're just not one clairvoyant. You know how an orchestra can play a lot of music and it's in depth? And a guitar playing, my dog has fleas out of tune, no offense, doesn't have as much depth, does it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's one little song, 2 keys. I could probably play it. There's my guitar. By tomorrow, I'll hack out my guitar. My dog has fleas.
And get that song going.
You want to practice. Well, it's whatever you want to practice. You want to be an art. But like I said, best to get guidance to know what you're supposed to do, even if you don't like it. And then it pays the rent, and then you go do what you like.
So we got Debbie in the chat room saying, yes, sometimes smells, sometimes hear, sometimes see, sometimes feel. And Denise is saying, yes, especially with grandmother who passed away. So definitely getting some communication through the scent. Yeah.
Well,
so
and
big question for you.
That had the girl that just named off the 12 things, yes, that's what you want. It's called the gamut of intuition. You go, girl, and glad she spoke up, because there's a lot of you out there. So
yeah, especially in this audience.
That's a lot of facts. Well, it gives you more information at one time, like an orchestra is what I'm trying to say. Why hack out Morse code when you can have full orchestrated wireless and a full conversation? How about that?
I love my full conversation. So I have a lot of people that would love to know information. Yes. Are you ready for some callers?
Okay, and what we'll do is, like I said, I always do readings where I'm just going to read. You might be calling about the dog. I might bring up grandma or somebody that needs something. Remember, open to whatever. I need a validation. Then we'll get to their question, and it will take 2 seconds. How about that? And then we'll play. We'll see what happens. But
I'm going to bring the caller on, and then the caller is all yours.
Yes.
Okay, you ready?
Let's go.
Caller 8860, you are on the air. Who do we have?
Hi, it's Amla, and thanks for taking my call. I didn't know I was first.
Well, batter up, girlfriend. I love your name to begin with. So what we're going to do is just be truthful. Say yes or no. And believe me, when I'm reading you, other people are going to think I'm reading them. So everybody else listen up, because why not hit a couple birds while we're reading is what happens like in shows and everything. Might as well dial into a lot of people.
Yes.
Your grandma, who was your mom, is crossed over. You're on your mom's side, but she was like your mom. True?
Yes, it's actually my mom's sister. She's grandma, and she crossed over too.
Don't.
Yes.
And here's
Sorry.
I'm being rude because you're giving me answers. This is what you do for everybody. Don't go to the psychic and spill the beans, because then we look bad. And we're not a counselor. Remember, I go, this is about me validating. So I got the aunt wrong, but it's on the mom's side, and I mistook your aunt for a grandma. So this aunt is older. True? She always wore little slippers. True?
Yes. Yes.
Got it. I got her. And then she wore red slippers. She couldn't move around. She in a wheelchair. She had a hard time. Yes, crossing over.
Exactly.
True, false?
Yes.
Yes. She couldn't breathe, and she was out of her body. Her pulse was taken, but she already jumped the gun. She couldn't wait to go. She says, hallelujah. You're the Zen girl. You into Zen stuff? Buddha? Zen?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Oh, got it. I'm not, but hey. But see, dial in. I like her. She's been to Hawaii. You have relatives in Hawaii, Polynesians, the big kahuna.
Oh, my goodness. I went to Hawaii.
Is here.
Oh, God.
My
yes.
love, yes, Polynesians. See,
There.
their ancestor. Didn't their ancestors have it going on, girlfriend? And then everybody in the house. Let's hear it for the Polynesians. Ring of fire. There's the sacred, so... and here she's going to try to do maps. Oh, she can speak Chinese.
Okay.
Is that true or false? She's talking to me in a different language.
That's correct. Yes.
And then you have German blood, too. True.
I do. Okay.
Irish.
Interesting.
See, if you don't say, here's how you get a reading, okay means I don't know where to go with you, but what I do in heaven, I go, give me something else. I'm mistaking German with Irish. You're Irish. Your dad is the Irish side. Your dad's crossed over?
No.
Weird. I'm showing a redhead in the family. I don't know where to go with that. You're the oddball of the family? Yes.
Yes. Yes.
And then no offense to redhead, it gets me there, people. Right? Because people, and then I go, instead of focusing on what they're using my information, what they have to work with, right? The third grade level brain. Redheads remind me of, and then everybody dial up that knows redheads are the oddballs of the family. So you're the rebel, redhead rebel. That's what that is. That was that all about. Then you have trouble with one eye. You get headaches a lot or something?
Oh, my, yes.
What is that? You've been practicing? Yeah.
Yes. Sorry.
There's medical reading, 101. Look at, and then it's more than your grandma. Remember, she got us the information highway, so people don't. And then I'm asking her, and then I'm like, and then I don't kiss her butt. I just go, thank you for getting me to Hawaii and the big kahuna. You have trouble with men. You have trouble with your dad.
Yes. Yes.
I know. Yes, because everybody in the house, raise your hand if you have trouble with your dad. Well, it's called, here's for everybody, and, it's called female intuition, is it not?
Yes.
Is it called, and then people, I'm not making this up, it's called female intuition. I call it having, well, and then if we're not allowed to be intuitive and we don't study it, our power is nothing. If you know when the bad man's coming up because you're intuitive, there ain't no bad man. And then
Exactly.
Tai Chi magnetizes. It's all good. People think I'm fighting all the time. Look at the show. I'm like, oh, my God, they're harassing me of birds, and my friends are laughing, busting a gut over this. So you need to know intuition is female intuition. Oracles, there wasn't a guy sitting on there. Being an oracle, oracles were since Socrates. The River, Danube River, was a famous oracle. That's why it's called the Danube River. They still have nuns dedicated to making herbal medicinal properties for them and invoking for helping people. Brigitte Danube.
Oh.
Hello. Well, it's what people... Information empowers, doesn't it?
Yes.
Dumb?
Yes.
And then if you want to know the subject, right, I don't want to know how to... I need to know how to be an artist, but I really don't. But if I spent time, I could probably work at it.
Yes.
So,
Yep.
things... I'm so glad you called in because you're a perfect example of what a lot of people wanted to know. So thank you for calling in. You were fun.
Can I ask a
Yeah,
question?
Grandma. Yes. Well,
I can.
we only have so much time, but go ahead. Let's go.
Okay, just really quickly, I promise.
Yes.
I've been meeting people lately, and I'm an old soul, and like she said, I'm the oddball out. You were right on with a lot of things. So I'm looking to meet a person on my wavelength, and it's I would say the word is challenging. It's not impossible. Nothing's impossible, but it's challenging because
And then always, I never sound, my friends know this, the more information you have, the less I know, the easier it is to read the person because I'm not emotionally wrapped up, and then I'm pulling things out of nowhere. You give me a bunch of information, and then everybody goes, she gave her information, and Bonnie turns into a counselor. So we said you had man problems, and you didn't know about female intuition is why we brought that up, and you didn't know where to get your own, what you need to do. So that will help with, and then we showed intuition is magnetic. If you did Tai Chi, you would only have good things around you, like I said, I do. It's why I do it. I'm lazy. I wouldn't do Tai Chi because people think I'm gifted, but Tai Chi is, I do Tai Chi and I walk out the door and there's the neighbor's dog running down the road, cute as hat, and I have to go bring him in after I play with him. That's the gifted part, to know things. You know what I mean? What I said, you know things for your job, it pays the rent, and then you can go on vacation with the money. Everybody's got a job to do. Got it? We go, your job right now is finding yourself and your girl power. And instead of having right? Fix your own steering wheel instead of fixing other people. So you like people that need fixing is... That's always this, remember? It's like fire information coming at me. Lots of women need that because in USA, like I said, if we're not practicing intuition, it's called female intuition, then what power do we have?
Yeah,
Ding.
true.
Let the gates open. Do you got it?
Okay.
I
got it.
Let's open the floodgate.
The floodgate. Okay.
I think it's already happening. Thank you so much.
I know.
Bye-bye. Okay.
Bye.
So, to the audience, if you would like your pets read, I know we had a lot of pictures get posted here in the chat room.
How about
asking them to call in?
Yes. Let's just go, because this dog has bugged me since the beginning. It's a dog that looks like Lassie. It came in while I was doing my Tai Chi. It's connected to a grandpa. See, it may not be your dog. It's connected to a grandpa. Maybe in Iowa.
Kind of looks like Lassie.
okay, is it from Iowa? It was Grandpa's dog, and there's other dogs. Don't focus in on that. Was there other collies? It's a distinctive Lassie dog. Yes, no? Is there Lassie there?
You asking me on that?
You have a picture in the chat
I have
room.
one.
Somebody
there's
have.
one in the chat room called Coco. Shelley.
Don't
Shelley
call me.
posted
Don't
it.
tell me names. Okay, Coco is the person or the dog?
That's the dog. Yeah.
Don't tell me names. Remember, psychics. See, I'm used to working with cops that will go, she gave you the name. That's how you knew the name was Coco. Right? Because I might get that name, and that'd be cute as hell. So let me just, very faithful, and there's something about you've lost a man or something because they're bringing, how they herd things in for you. Something about kneecaps. Oh, you had horses. The person had horses too. This collie is saying, true or false? Do we know this? Do we have person that's connected to this on the line?
What's the question?
Is the person that you have the collie picture of online right now? Because I'm asking things about this collie.
I'm finding out
no,
that that's not
so.
its breed, but I won't tell you what the breed is. Not on that
does
one.
It look like
so
a
it might
collie?
be a different dog.
Yeah, okay. And then I go, let's open up. Of somebody maybe sitting in the chat room going, Grandpa had a damn collie, and he had horses, and there's some horse racing or something. There's big horses in here. But that's a collie for you. They're always so smart, show up. And we'll just wait on that. And the grandpa wore like a blue-black, it must be a Scottish grandpa or something, blue-black plaid hat, died with his boots on, died working. So hit me with another question. We'll wait for the collie person to call in. How about that?
Sure. Okay, so I am going with caller 3224. You are on the air. Who do we have?
Oh, that would be me.
Yay! Surprise!
And me
Sitting there all
me.
night.
This is Nancy. I know that voice.
Oh, no. Yay, Nancy.
Well, you said not to give names, so I wasn't going to give my name.
I know. And you know what? What's interesting, I normally say don't give me the name. And didn't I say on Coco, I love when I get somebody's name. Don't I? I'm like, oh, my God, I freak myself out. That's what I always say, you freak me out. Okay. You're just here for Mavis or something, and you need to smile. You just heard a joke or something recently from her? You did your dictionary today? True, false?
No, not today.
How lately? 3 days ago? Then I try to correct myself before the person can fire it back. How
right, probably at least 3 days ago.
Was it 3 days ago, Nancy? You know how the drill works. You're in the interrogation firing zone. Was it 3 days ago, Nancy? Because then I know if I'm reading right. Yes?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, then I know I'm off. You always represent things with the number 3, Nancy, and a lucky penny or something going on there?
Not really my
you
number,
look
but
for
I have
signs. What? You look for sign, you're a sign watcher?
Yes, I do.
Okay. That represents all the sign watchers. Number 3 gets me because there's a lot of people, butterflies, dragonflies, number 3, but it shows me you're looking for connections to the other side is what that is. So.
Okay, that's true.
You're headed out to like a cruise or something, Nancy? You're going out on a new adventure? Cruise, like Bon Voyage?
On a new adventure, yes.
Oh, yeah,
yes.
That's even better. We liked it. It sounded like a cruise. See how I go, wow, that looks great.
No, it would never be a cruise. I get seasick.
Well, that's funny. I do, too. Thanks for bringing it up. I don't think I'll be reading and going on a cruise either. So That means great bon voyage, doesn't it? Great adventure. It's almost like a vacation, but you're not going to get sick like on a cruise. So it's like working and enjoying yourself is what a cruise ship is. To go cruising, to cruise. And you always listen to 50s music, Nancy?
A lot of times, yes.
That's music for 100. You know I love knowing what people read and what they listen to. Because what's the odds? How many people do listen to 50s music?
Well, and
you know, I read. I'm the consummate
How many people?
Reader. I said I'm the consummate reader. You're right on that.
No, I mean just now. You listen to 50s music a lot?
Yes.
Because remember how I do? Let's just stick to the facts. I said you were looking for signs. I didn't say reading. I said you were looking for signs. That's what number 3 made me. And a lot of people listening, aren't they, Nancy? You've heard a million times, are looking for signs.
Right.
And then I go, when you come to me, I go, hey, your sign looks like, to me, because I'm the interpreter, we go, looks like you're doing really well. You're going to be cruising this. It's a new adventure. It's working and playing together is what you got. And then your poodle is crossed over now, the little champagne colored, the brown one?
Yeah.
Well, guess who's here? Oh, Bark. Barkity-doo dog. Barks a lot. We got Mr. Bark Dog. Did he bark a lot? Oh, got him. Oh, man, it barked so much I thought it was a boy. Excuse all the boys. Not that boy dogs bark too much. Oh, and you still have his black collar with blue tag on her, that blue tag?
Yes.
Was it black? The collar's black and the tag is blue?
Right.
Yes? I thought dogs didn't see colors. See, we just blew that out of the water, didn't we? Dogs have me colors from the other side. Yes, poodle. Extremely smart. My goodness, nothing, well, a border collie, but neck and neck poodles, yes. I'm asking Poodle since did such a great job. Oh, you're running out of electricity. He's saying you need more energy. You need psyllium tablets, pH drops, doing Tai Chi. You're up and down in energy. And this is for everybody. We're not picking on Nancy. Yes or no, Nancy? You feeling a little down, a little low energy? Okay, well, notice I said selenium. Well, notice what we said for all those in low in energy. It's pH, it's running batteries, we're electrical. So when you're always tapping in, like trying to hit the dial of getting signs, you're really wasting a lot of energy. You have to do Tai Chi and supplements to keep up to that par. And if you're working with, your reader or whatever, working in hospitals, working in jail, working even in a daycare, it's draining. When you're doing things that's not all about you, it's draining. So best to get your electricity fired up. And you know what I'm going to say, Nancy? Tai Chi. If you can't do Tai Chi, you can lay in bed and do the Qigong.
Oh,
see, I got
you
that.
had me at lay in bed. Yeah.
Well, it's a reading show, and then I'm showing I can read. I'm not showing I can do art or guitar. And then I'm showing how everybody can improve. If I can do it at a third grade level, anybody can. Nancy? Give it to me. Yes?
Absolutely.
Aren't I just ding-dong blonde? Come on. Yes. She'll say yes. Thank you, Nancy. Yes. I appreciate it. Love you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nancy.
You're welcome.
I'm going to make a little announcement for Nancy. Stay on the phone for a second. Nancy has been on my show before doing our infamous toe readings and out of this world shows and different things like that. And now she's going to have her own show. So, Nancy, tell us a little bit about that real quick. Let's give you a little plug.
Oh, thank you, Tracie. That's the big adventure that you were talking about, Bonnie.
I know. Now you get to announce it. Yay.
Now it's on 12radio.com. It'll be on Thursday nights at 6 o'clock, so people who work have enough time to get home, just like with Tracie's show. And I'm going to be on with my dear friend Karen Lewis, and it's going to be all kinds of readings, including toe readings, but not just limited to toe readings. And the name of the show is Soul to Soul, SOUL to SOLE.
I had to laugh when I saw that, by the way. I love it. And tell Karen I said hi.
Cool.
I will.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Nancy. And you know what? Nancy reminds me, because I get wrapped up in reading instead of promoing, because I'm going to be in California, LA, Huntington Beach, Hollywood, Malibu, Monday through Friday, November 6th through the 9th, booking readings, parties, shows. I read 1 to 4 people at a time, even on the phone from different locations, do Skype. I will also be in Kalinga, Veterans Day, November 10th through the 12th, doing the same things, shows, readings, parties, phone. It's fun. Doing a lot of in-person. I travel around, like I say, like a gypsy a lot to
Do you list all of that
doggy
on your website?
I'm saying it now because I have all your people on, and Nancy reminded me I was supposed to.
I understand, and I'm going to give you another segue of that at the end of the show. But I was going to say people can also find that on your website, correct? At BonnieWhiting.com.
No, not right. No, not yet. I'm not going to post it because already getting booked, and then I usually post it 2 weeks before when I go.
Okay.
Because
here's
I
another
do
question
it
for
every
you.
year.
Are we going to go the 90 minutes? Are you up for that?
What are we? We're at 65 now?
It's almost 7. It's
well,
5 minutes to
was
7.
that I'm off by 5 minutes? Always check your timing. You just go, bling, I don't have a. So then I know, I'm 5 minutes off.
I'm just checking to see if we can. Okay, keep rolling.
Yeah.
All right. So next caller.
Keep it rolling.
Last digit's 8777. You're on the air. Who do we have?
Hello.
Hi.
Am I supposed to say my name?
You're on the air.
I'm not
She
sure
doesn't
at the
know
moment.
she's supposed to say her name because she doesn't want you to be like, oh, no, you
Don't
told me
say your name. Very good. Don't say your name.
She's
And
paying
then I'm
attention.
just going to start reading. Don't say anything. You might have an accent. I don't know. Don't say anything because I'm a horrible guesser. I'm better at reading when somebody... You lost your brother, by the way, or because it's an older brother? Just
No.
going to shout it out. It's weird. There's a man standing beside you. You don't know your dad?
I do know him.
You are an intuitive medium? You help people that are crossed over? True or false?
False
Just say
and
it.
true. I
What?
not necessarily crossed over. I would say I'm fairly
but
intuitive.
you help people. You help people
Yes.
with intuition, true? Because I go, who's this guy standing here and he won't leave is what happens in a reading. We're all ditch out going, hit me again. And they go, no, we're going with the guy that stands there, try something new. So it means you have people around you and not in a scary way. Some people are like light bulbs, energy, physics to begin with, open. Other people, it's best if you're not and start from scratch, actually. You've been known to, people know you as intuitive, is what they're saying. You ever have an orange and white tiger striped cat?
I did not. My sister did.
Is your sister crossed over? Is that what she's trying to tell me?
No.
Oh, you help your sister, and she's cats and witches go together, so your sister's intuitive too? Yes?
No.
She's schizophrenic? Yes,
I'm
no,
sorry,
mental health? Yes. Is she got a mental health problem?
No.
Well, they show she's intuitive. Maybe she's like me. We don't know she is, and I just said the people that don't think they're intuitive are the best subjects because they're not involved with it. It's like learning from a bad art teacher, and then you go to the good art teacher with intuition. So let it be known you're intuitive just to begin with. Then you attract people that you need to help, and then it's intuition. It's people crossed over in a nice way helping you. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
No, maybe so.
Part of
Why
it.
do you say it
yes.
that way? Well, what do you mean? Because it's always
People,
in depth. Let the intuitive know now. What you got?
People know that I am intuitive.
Yes.
And
Good.
I help, and I'm very open.
Yes.
My sister is not. I have other family members who are.
We are saying she is because people wouldn't think I was intuitive. Do I sound? I'm like Joe Kopp when I'm reading people, but yet that's what a psychic does, is solve cases. We're not wishy-washy. So we're going to peg her. So it's funny that I said straight. I call it straight people like me. Remember, I go, I'm not artistic. I don't know how to dress, blah, blah, blah. Best subjects are ones that aren't taught anything. They come in with a clean slate, is what we're saying would be your sister. So we're just introducing her to them. But you are the wise one in the family, is what they say. And then you must be really good at it because they came rushing over to say how good you were at this. And people would say you were good at it. True?
Yes.
Thank you. Thanks for saying that, because a lot of people don't. They dog out and go, they're half good. Yes. So what kind of question do you have?
Specifically with my dog, she has struggled over the last few months, and I'm wondering what you're getting with how she's actually doing.
Weird. And I don't know, she's just not, and it's a she? It's lethargic? Oh, made me say it. It's lethargic? Showing lying on the floor, like lethargic lying on the floor. So you ever hear, everybody, natural doctors for dogs, naturopathic for dogs, holistic treatment for dogs? Yes?
Yes.
Yes. Even CBD oils, good for dogs. All your medicinal medicine woman stuff. So the dog needs this. Dog food, let me just announce this. It was written down in my notes. I'm going to complain about dog food. Because if you feed a child Mountain Dew all day long, that's what you get. So all the dog food that's in the food store is horrible. Everybody Google petadvisory.com. It rates dog food, and it's the science behind dog food. It's number one. I always give it to people the last 15 years when they adopt a dog for me or when they're boarding or whenever I'm around a dog. So there you go. So dog food change, supplements for this dog, even CBD. I'm seeing lacking average. If I'm saying CBD, does the dog have cancer? True, false, what? It's like a cancer. There's something eating it, and that's a bad description. Sorry.
She had surgery.
She's not feeling herself. I can tell you that. And then what kind of dog food does she eat? And then we'll just get to the bottom of it. What do you got?
She eats Beneful.
Oh, my. Write this down, everybody. Beneful is the worst dog food ever. I've been saying it for 20 years. Even that Rachel Ray's gives dogs seizures. Dogfoodadvisory.com. Amazon sells food to your house. And then my local Ace Hardware and farm stores feed have great dog food. You put in small dog, elderly dog, and then and cats, horses, it will tell you what the best food and the breakdown of everything is. Got it? Beneful is horrible. I spotted a mile away. My friends can chime in now. I'm the Beneful person that's going to... It's horrible because you feed a dog every day the same thing. So kidneys overprocess, everything breaks down with junk, like Mountain Dew. Got it?
Mhm.
Change diet, change supplements. That was important to say. So I'm glad you asked that because lots of people are not feeding their dogs right, just as I don't really eat right, but I have different things in my diet. You know what I mean? Junk food with a little healthy. Dogs just get junk all the time, not good. And my dogs, when they come in for rescue, actually Trace Mineral, Pedialyte, even I use like cough syrup, Primo Food, my girlfriend Jen makes the broth and the veggies, carrots, all of that, all organic, natural. It's health and supplements to begin with because everybody needs the right diet to be right. True? You're the medicine girl. Yes.
Yes.
So thank you for bringing that up. That was written in my notes. All my friends know it's my number one thing. How do I rescue dogs and then I give a dog out, or people spend these bulldogs going for what? Oh, a Frenchie going for $4,000, a Yorkie, and then they feed it Beneful thinking that it's the right thing. And then they end up in the ER. Horrible. So, thank you. Brought up my favorite subject. Thank you so much. Next.
Thank you, Denise.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Finding the right number to mute there. All right. You ready for another caller?
Hit me. That was my all-time favorite subject is dog food.
Dog food.
By the way.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good subject, and we all love our pets, so we want to make sure they're getting the nutrition they need. Mm-hmm.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, caller 7098, you're on the air. Who are we talking? Oh,
hello.
I'm not supposed to ask who we're talking to. Don't say any names.
Yeah, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Here's, and I'm not good at sight hounds, but you ever have an Irish wolfhound? You've been to England? You've been to, I guess that's Irish. You've been to Ireland? What? Sight hound.
I'm part Irish, and I'm part Welsh, and my ancestry is has a castle, the Hilton Castle. In my ancestry,
Yes, score.
Yeah.
That was a lot of information on just saying Irish Wolfhound, we're going to take Irish, and then I'm the little Scotty too. People try to guess my nationality. I'm like, my name is Bonnie. Hey, you be my girl. It's my blood on the line now. Let's go through the ancestors. So, and then the Irish Wolfhound was the big to-do castle dogs, weren't they? Yes. You're a big dog in your profession? Yes.
My profession?
I'm
a Leo.
Even if it's no, in your profession, I didn't say astrology. Don't leave me now. Are you a big wig? You a big dog? You're okay to defend yourself?
I'm
People
a profession,
be afraid of you?
Yes, I am. I'm a profession,
Thank you, big dog. We weren't on this. I don't know astrology. It's mathematics. Reading's easier. You have clairvoyant eyes. You have hazel eyes like my eyes?
Yes.
Woo! And I can't see you from where you're sitting, can I?
No.
And I said you were like me, didn't I? And I go, I got my blood. And they go, whoa, you're looking at her eyes now. And then how did I know that? They sent me a picture of it, actually, gave me a symbol. And then I hear your kid, and then, always to teach the land of the Scotty is best. The Mist of Babylon and the They say you see things sometimes, true. That's why we were talking about your eyes. You see spirit, whatever. Yes, no?
No, I don't see spirits.
No.
You've
been visited before?
Probably in my sleep and all that. I do. I have dreams
I don't know.
And stuff.
Yes. Okay. Whatever. With your eyes are dreaming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You've seen UFO before? You in UFO hotspot? Yes. No. Score it. Yeah. UFO subject. Love it. You've been up to. Here we go. Me and maps. Finland. Sweden?
No, I've never been to Finland. No.
You've been up to Sweden? I'm from Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Never been to Europe. People never been past Wyoming. Been to New York.
Well, it's funny you mention that. I'm originally from the East Coast, but I live in Indiana now. I was born in Baltimore, and I was raised in Delaware. So yeah.
So moving around, no, that's not what we're looking for. You're trying to be politically neutral in your job, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like very important. That's why I went up to Denmark, Prague, neutral, Swiss, neutral. You have to remain very neutral. Tai Chi would be awesome for you because it remains neutral and keeps you apathetic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, instead of,
I think I know where you're getting at because you know what I do for a profession. I'll tell you what I do.
No, don't tell me, because then people are going to think I paid you to tell me, and we were doing good, Miss Scotty.
Okay.
And then isn't it the point we say you're really good at it, but you need to, and then you just tell me yes or no.
Okay.
You're really good at it. You're a big dog at it. People respect you at it. You see things that other people don't see. And if you added Tai Chi, you'd even be more rock solid and more logical instead of empathetic. Does that make sense or can help you in any way? You take you take an antidepressant now?
Yes, I do.
Bingo, medical pharmaceuticals for 100. So Tai Chi would help with putting those pills down, and then you can't be, and then I'm reading you for everybody, just as all dogs were on Beneful and our Tai Chi is, okay, you can look up Tai Chi and the benefits for Tai Chi over Google, everybody. It's all over in the studies on it. And then you can put down, I'll just say my famous, well, it's not my joke. There is no big organic farm and pharmaceutical, is there? How natural is that product?
Not.
So when you try to get wired up, you know, like try to be logical, your brain is actually dull, diluted. It's like you're eating Beneful. There's my joke. Don't eat it. Don't take it. Don't do it.
Right.
Yes. Put it down. Qigong, easy. Grandma that's 102 can lay in bed and do Qigong. You know David Carradine has easy Qigong, but it's his version of it on how to do it. And you see Orientals in the park. They're, 110? Doing it every morning, noon, and night? Yes? You seem to just adapt wherever you go. They go, she's a soul adapter. And then I've never heard that word. You're just doing cleanup jobs. You should be doing them better, like be a bigger dog at work now. You need to be promoted, moved forward. Use your Tai Chi. Got it? Scotty? Yes. Then that's what they say, the well twitch, right? Well, and then remember, education empowers us because we pointed your eyes, so I'm just giving you some back and going, come on, girl, you can do this.
Yeah.
And your job is important. True?
Right. Yeah.
They were talking about it, right? They were bragging about it. You see how the show works. We bring it up and go, this is your forte. Here's how to add to it. Medicine woman always gives prescription instead of just saying you have a problem. Comprende? Everybody?
Comprende.
It's like, oh, the marriage is going to be bad, but we got no solution. Instead, I go, you know what? You rock the house, girlfriend, but you're being too empathetic, and those antidepressants are making you, I call it doormat.
Right.
Get your girly intuition going. Tai Chi, Jet Li, what's better to watch? Come on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Got it. Thanks for calling. Everybody needed to hear that. Thank you so much.
All right.
Get it going.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Call me back and read me later.
All right.
Practice.
All right.
Call me. Thank you.
All right. All right. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye. Okay. So you do have some comments in the chat room that it would be nice after the show if you could get in there and just take a look and see if there's anything in there that needs answering.
I would have to know how to get in the chat room.
I added you to the chat room.
Okay.
It is the Heart and Soul Radio chat.
Computers.
We'll get you in there one way or another. Okay, caller, Skype caller. That's the next one we have in line, and then we'll see where we're at with time after that. So you have a few more callers on there. You guys hang on. We might be able to get to you guys. So there's still a handful of calls here. So I'm going to let you decide how many more of those by how fast you go.
Okay. Pardon me. Can I rattle off? Remember I said Nancy reminded me I was supposed to promo my shows in California because we're going to get cut off. True. Working for the dog.
At the end, I was hoping we would have more time at the end, but let's do it right now so that we know we get it in there.
Aren't we going to get cut off though? Aren't we going to get cut off? And
the show ends.
Excuse me, everybody.
The show would end, but I'm going to wrap up the show. So go ahead and do it right now.
Let me
lay
it on. Well, it's always better to see people live sometimes, but I do phone reading and Skype, phone reading up to 4 people at a time, even in different locations, same as Skype. I'm always running specials too. So I'm going to be in LA, Huntington Beach, Hollywood, Ventura, Newport, Malibu, Monday through Friday, November 6th through the 9th. I'm going to be in Coalinga, Ventura, and Fresno on Veterans Day, November 11th November 10th through November 12th. You can message me, phone me at 208-661-2286 or 208-667-1423 or message me on Alternative Pet Rescue is my rescue site, nonprofit, Alternative Pet Rescue, Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and then Psychic Intuitive Bonnie Whiting, Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, Facebook. And then please, everybody, Google my name. There is 3 pages of information. There's 23 articles, there's radio shows, there's dog stuff, lots of information since I've been doing it 18 years and I have good computer programmers. There's loads of information, Bonnie Whiting. Just Google it, and my info comes up. How about that? Easy.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
All right. I'm just going to say, you guys, it's fun having Bonnie on here. Let's get to the next caller. Let's see what she has to say. Skype caller, you are on the air. Don't say your name. I'm not used to saying it that way. Oh, we don't have her on. It didn't unmute. Okay.
Okay.
Now you're unmuted. There we go.
I'm here.
All righty. And she's not saying her name. I love it. We're just going to go anywhere right now, okay? Your mom crossed over?
Yes.
Is your mother crossed over? And she have like a heart attack? She was a big-chested woman?
No.
True, false? She's in her, it's a lung problem?
Yes.
Okay, because I was in the right area and I thought it was heart, but it's her lung. And then she didn't get to say everything she wanted to say before she left. True?
Yes, true.
She just comes running in. And then she's showing dressed like a regular housewife. It's like, oh, my God, she seems like a mom. I feel like I'm going to get, she likes Southern fried chicken. She's from the South or something? Tennessee?
No.
She's a cooker? She cooks
yes.
food? Yeah, because I'm ready to have some grub from your mama at this. See, and that distracts me. My friends know that. Food. Oh, she's so nice. She's jumping from joy that she got to talk to you tonight. True? You kind of wanted to hear from her? True?
True.
Yes?
True.
Yay! She dared me to say that. And I'm like, she's calling about her animals. And she goes, I dare ya. You are German blood DNA?
No.
She's showing the Laugh-In show where we started, so we must be running out of time. Remember, Tracie, you started with Laugh-In show when we started the show?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that, Tracie? So right now they're showing me that guy on Laugh-In, German guy peeking through the bushes. Very interesting. So your mom finds this whole subject very interesting. So she didn't know about psychics and stuff like that. True?
True.
And she loves to talk, so why not get me on the line? And then you are a perfect example of, remember I said the best intuitive knows nothing about this subject. Do you understand that? You're not known as the intuitive. True?
True.
Yes, I found my straight arrow. Yes. So you do Tai Chi, you do supplements or Tai Chi, Qigong, right? Supplements.
I do a lot, but not those. I do the supplements.
I know.
Don't
That's why we're
Tai Chi.
reading it off. We don't, and then I don't mean to be rude. We never say what you're doing. We're saying what the prescription is because we go, you're mislogical, so I'm going to repeat. Simple. And Nancy, yes, again. Tai Chi, supplements for the nervous system. Remember the pH balance. Selenium cleans out your brain of like Alzheimer's and things like that. Even that kombucha drink is good for that. Trace mineral is good for the nervous system. Spinal cord is where you get all your information. So we're just showing you'd be a good subject to learn how to do this. Do you understand that? Always better to have an artist that's never been taught by a crappy artist and go to Van Gogh school. Do you understand that?
I think so.
Well, let me break it down because my job is for you to get it, and then everybody gets it. Best to have no information when you go into some schools than the wrong information. So, the best person I could ever, that would be the easiest to train is a cop because it's only going to be logical fact. The hardest person to train is somebody that's spiritual type of and not really solving crimes, and it's kind of vague. It's not really being psychic. It's being spiritual. No offense. It's just not the same gig. And that's what I'm here tonight is just kind of explain. The more information you know, the more helpful it can be and get you on your merry way. And then Mary's her name? You guys Catholic? Her name Mary? Yes, Mary, I got a name. Yay. See? That,
yes,
do you understand?
Catholic as well.
Do you understand? Yeah. Do you understand? I'm saying, out of all the people that called tonight, you would be the easiest to train to be intuitive and get information. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do now.
I know that was a good response. My God, that's perfect. I do now. That's why you go to a reader is to go. I didn't know then, but I do now. It's why we go to school. And we have teachers and professors. True?
True.
The teacher doesn't go, here, stand up at the Einstein, stand up at the chalkboard, let me see what you got. Woo! So, best to teach somebody with a clean slate. How about those words? And I'm speaking to everybody. Remember, I'm always focused in on, the more people that are listening, the more people we're going to read. Hit them all while you can. Got it? So I appreciate you calling. And then remember, I wasn't psychic until 18 years ago. And I have two kids. One is, God, don't shoot me, 24 and 27. And it was when my daughter was 6 and my son was 3 when I became intuitive. Had nothing to do with I had time for this, but I am logical. And when it's
Can
right,
I ask
it's
you one
right.
question?
Yes.
I was just curious what you were picking up around financial challenges. I've had a lot of challenges this year.
Well, we were talking about how things weren't going your way. And remember how I was saying, and then I'm asking, It seems like you're always, they show me because I go, that can't be right. You're always cleaning up things. What are you, the cleanup woman? What is that? Your hair always up in a bun?
No, I'm not sure what that means.
You always clean up after people for, you know what I mean, like take care of other people. You always got people's back.
I definitely have people's back, but that's not what's caused the financial issues.
I'm not saying it caused it. We're just showing this is what energy is around you right now, is what happens. And then we're saying, remember, Tai Chi equals manifestation. So it means your world starts getting better and improves. And then if you can hear the information of where to go and who to know and what to do, when to hold them, when to fold them, it helps. It's offense. It's intuition at its finest. That's why I'm a good reader, is because Tai Chi makes you read yourself. And then I read myself, and then you get better at it. It's like I do math, and now it's presentable for other people. You have to practice on oneself first. So It's not getting any better, and that's why we're going heartfelt. It was almost like you picking up the pieces financially is what we're saying.
Okay.
Does that seem true? It's like cleaning up, because I didn't understand the cleanup thing before I let her go. It's time for the cleanup now financially and get things in order. And, did you file bankruptcy or?
No.
It's weird. I'm almost seeing stocks. I don't know. You don't have control of your finances right now? Somebody else in the household does?
No, I have control. I've just had some unusual expenses.
Yeah, it was weird. I don't know, because it's like we're saying you need to get lucky and change the magnetic field around you, what I say to everybody. Why be half-ass lucky when you can be full lucky? Some people have good luck no matter what. Some people bad luck. It's called energy. So we're saying you need to change your energy and your clean slate. You've never heard this conversation and what I'm talking about before, but I'm like, Tai Chi changes the physics, and it puts you where you need to be. How about that?
Okay.
It's what you didn't know. It's things everybody needs to know. I didn't know that either. I didn't know what tarot cards were when I was 35 years old. I didn't know any of this stuff. I'd never been to a reader. Why would I? So I wasn't involved in the subject at all. So that's why I go, it's interesting, because then it shows that you can go from 0 to 100, getting your own information and helping yourself financially. A psychic would be good at doing stocks and where to know, it's called prophecy and a prophet. Jesus had an accountant. His name was Judas. Yeah, there. Always fun. So change that. Let us know what happens.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
You're welcome.
All right. Thank you for calling, and that is perfect timing. We got just about a minute left here. And so one more time, let's just give out your how do people find you? How do they book a session with you?
It's Intuitive Bonnie Whiting on Facebook, or Google Bonnie Whiting, and we'll hook you up with my Facebook and my articles and my radio shows and Alternative Pet Rescue. We'll hook up there, and my phone numbers. So that's why it's always just good to Google my name. That way you can look me up, spy on me. And there's always, it's on there, how to get a hold of me. Easy.
Wonderful.
You know, I'm Miss Non-Computer. Hit Google. That's about what I do on computers.
Wonderful.
And thanks for having me on.
Thank you for being on the show and for all those readings. You got through a lot of people. Sorry to those that we didn't get to. There are, like I said, there's lots of pictures for you over in the chat page, and possibly some things you'll want to respond to in there as well. So thank you so much for being on the show.
I always say I'm not leaving town. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just a phone call away for readings. You don't have to see me in person. Phone readings are just as good. So thank you so much, Tracie.
All right. You have a good evening, Bonnie, and thank you for being on the show. Everybody give Bonnie a call. All right. We'll talk to you guys all later. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thanks.